In the meantime, the Bank of America Institute is out with its latest data on consumer spending, finding that overall credit card spending is up almost 24% compared to pre-pandemic levels. But will this latest market plunge spoil the shopping spree? Joining us right now is David Tinsley. He's Bank of America Institute's senior economist. And David, these numbers are really interesting because you guys have broad reach. We've said it before, but you have 1 out of every 2 households. So you're getting a really good read on what's happening across America. There have been a lot of concerns, people saying that they were going to be spending less because prices are up. They'd be going out less. They'd be traveling less. That's not necessarily what you're finding in this data.
No, not at all, Becky, and thanks for having me on. So, yeah, you're right. We have 67 million customers. And we see a lot, therefore, of the spending that's going on in the US. What we're seeing in April is the data's pretty good, really. You know, total payments up 25%, credit card payments up 13% in the year to April. And even within those lower income households, we're also seeing spending well up on pre-pandemic levels, around 33%. So I think, you know, right now the consumer's in very good shape, and there are lots of other metrics that we look carefully at the Institute, and we feel, you know, comfortable with where the consumer is right now.
Let me try and poke some holes in that, because people will look at this and try and be naysayers and say yes, but. Okay, yes, spending is up, but are they paying off their credit card bills on time?
Well, I mean, we look at that data as well, and there's no sign of a deterioration there. We also look at balances in savings and checkings account on consumers. We're seeing they've still got quite a lot of cash saved from those stimulus checks, particularly actually proportionately if you look at the lower income households. They've got money in the bank. So sure, you know, everyone's worried about economic turbulence right now, but there does seem to be some buffers in the consumer that can weather some of that. Okay,
here's another yes, but for you. Yes, but how much of this is because prices are up? How much is based just on transactions being up, and how much is just because of inflation itself?
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously $1 million question. So inflation up 8.5%, but our numbers are up about 13% on the cards. So it's not all, in a big picture sense, it's not all inflation. Transactions, just in the swipes, if you like, they're up 8% year on year. So sure, inflation is driving some of that. You know, you see much like gasoline prices and stuff. I think one of the things that's happening that's really interesting, and it's on your graphic right now, is that there's this swing back to services spending going on. It's largely complete, actually. So during the pandemic, everyone was, you know, forcibly really refraining from services spending on travel, entertainment, eating out, etc. Now people are getting back doing the things they love. Airlines and travel up 60%, event tickets up 140%. So there's a big switch going on in the data as well.